This video review is of Patrick, and we're going to take a look at Patrick's delivery here, full speed, and we can see him generate some pretty good momentum there just by watching him in full speed. We're going to get to see this a little bit better by going 1/8 speed here, and we're going to get to break down this delivery, Patrick's delivery, just a little bit more so we can see his first step. He stays right over that rubber, which is good, and comes up into balance point. And we're going to pause that video as soon as Patrick gets into the balance point there. And what we see real quick is how high he gets his lead leg knee. And that's good to generate all that momentum. Just a little thing I noticed is his weight on his foot is on the outside of that foot there. And if you look really closely, you can see that Patrick's weight has kind of moved to the outside of that foot. At this point, we want to see that weight stay flat on that rubber so he can start transferring that toward the inside of that drive leg there. So that's something to watch there, just to try to pay attention to that and keep that balance so we can efficiently transfer that weight forward toward the plate. Let's keep the video going here, and as Patrick gets down into his drive position here from balance point, we can see that he's starting to get his front hip moving forward right there. You can see it kind of moving forward past that red line, which is good. We can kind of see that his back knee is pretty bent. We want to see it bent slightly. I think it might be a little bit too bent. The more you bend that knee, the more he's going to lose height, and we don't want to lose too much height as we're coming down the mound, because that can cause some of our pitches to flatten out a little bit, and we really want to try to stay high to low, and if we get a little bit too low, we can flatten her out a little bit, especially for pitchers that aren't overly tall. We don't want to give up any height in our delivery, so that might be something we work on, is trying to feel the same momentum going forward, but not trying to keep that knee just a little bit straighter. Let's clear these lines out here. We'll keep moving, and we're going to get into the power position here. And the one thing we're starting to see is, first of all, his direction's pretty good. We're right on that line there. Shoulders are lined up, so that's a good thing. And his hands above the head, so pretty good positioning here. And you see Patrick is starting to open up his hips as that back foot starts to rotate right there, and he gets those hips open, and he's in a pretty good position here. And we might like to see that front shoulder stay maybe just close just a little longer. We want to see some separation between the hips and shoulders there, but he does a pretty good job. His back foot's still connected, and he's really firm on his front side as he gets to release point, which is right here. And the one thing we want to look for is that chin past that knee, which it is. And it's pretty good position here. That back foot came off the ground just a little early once we got to release point, but again, not bad. Overall, and let's get Patrick through release point here and down into his follow through, and that knee comes up there pretty nice. So overall, Patrick has a very solid delivery, generates a lot of momentum, and we just saw a couple little things that the video pointed out that we can work on within his delivery.